Hello again, everyone. Welcome to Practical Christianity with Emmeline. Today we are talking about obedience. After we have heard God, after He has revealed His purpose to us, after we know what actions we are supposed to be taking, obedience. And somebody may wonder, why bring up this topic, right? Like, all I need to know is what God is asking me to do, then I'll do it. It's always amazing to me how much confidence we have in ourselves and in our abilities to do the things that God is speaking concerning us. I mean, I think of the children of Israel when the Lord first appeared to them, right? He showed up and he's telling them all, he hasn't even started talking. He just showed up, and the Bible tells us in Exodus 9, I think 20, from verse 18. He says, the people saw the thunderings and the lightnings and the noise of the trumpets and the mountain smoke. And when they saw it, they moved afar off. And then hear what they told Moses. They said, speak thou with us, and we will hear. Talk to us, but do not let God talk to us, lest we die. You go hear what God is saying, and then you come and tell us, and we'll obey it. This is Exodus 19. I mean, it's not too far. It's not a few scriptures down the road. We'll see these same children of Israel committing all kinds of atrocities. Like, I thought you guys told us that no, we are going to, you know, whatever God tells us, we are going to hear. And they break the law, the laws that Moses had brought down to them. The very first law being the law of the Sabbath. They went around gathering sticks and had to be stoned. And Lord, obedience is a hard thing. It's a hard thing. I learned that the hard way when the first time I said I wanted to go out on the mission field. I got to the mission office and I was told to wait. Not just that I was told to wait, but in the process of waiting, thinking that it's going to happen within the next 3 months, within the next 6 months, and then a year came and passed, and another year came and passed. And when I finally confronted my leaders that I came here to go on missions, not to sit in an office, I was told to go and pray. My leaders felt that I was too weak to survive the mission field. I think I've mentioned this in one of my videos, so let me move on. But they asked me to go and pray. And one of the things that happened during that time of prayer, I think on the 20th day of my praying, was seeing this vision that the Lord showed me of me being in front of a crowd of nations, of people from different nations, tribes, tongues. And within that crowd, I had people shouting the Netherlands, and I could see as they shouted, the words appear in the air. And I thought, oh, okay, now I'm supposed to go to the Netherlands. And so I began to prepare. And as I began to prepare, now that I know where I'm supposed to be going, I'm doing everything right in the natural, with everything that I know how to do, with every ability or every door. I always tell my youth when I'm working with them that when you have a vision in your heart or when you have a desire in your heart, try everything. Try everything. Step out. Step out. If there's a door that is opening, step out. If the door closes at some point, then fine. Retrace your steps and take the next road. And if it closes again, retrace your step and take the next road. Try. Try. But anyway, I applied to certain schools in the Netherlands. That is Holland, for those who are probably wondering. It's the same country. I had to know that. I had to discover that as well in that process. But I applied to a number of schools in the Netherlands, and one of them actually sent someone to come and take me to the embassy for my interview to let the embassy know that I wasn't just coming to some fake place, but this was real. I was coming to do something within their country. They were inviting me, not just to even be a student, but to teach in the program once I was done. That was how good my essay was, I guess. But anyway, the day before he showed up, or the day before I knew he had shown up, I had this other strange revelation telling me I had to go to Nigeria. And it was a choice between go to the Netherlands or go to Nigeria. And I get to church. That was on a Sunday, breaking Sunday, Saturday breaking Sunday. I get to church on Sunday, and my pastor was so excited to tell me that there was this gentleman that had come from the Netherlands all the way to come and take me to the embassy. They've already booked an appointment and everything. And I'm looking at my pastor and telling him, the Lord told me yesterday that I'm going to Nigeria. And he said, oh, ye of little faith, you don't believe that is going to happen. That's why you are afraid. You want to take the option that is easy. I was like, let's weigh it. Let's look at this and ask ourselves and examine or analyze which one is more advantageous to me, going to Nigeria that I've never been to, which was also another African country, or going to the Netherlands where I really wanted to go. Please, this was a matter of obedience, but I knew that in obeying was the key to my victory. I think the Lord had to tell me that again or remind me of that message at one point in my life when he told me, Emily, you do not get my best out of performance. You get my best out of obedience. I'd been trying to do things, trying to do this one and the other one. And the Lord was telling me, when you stop all those things that I did not ask you to do and narrow down to what I actually asked you to do, then you are better off. You are going to be better off in this life that I've called you to. The leading of the Spirit. It was Isaac Newton that said, everything stands in motion. Everything remains according to whatever state it's in, unless another action is taken upon it. The law of motion, I believe it's called. An object will not change its motion unless a force greater than that object is acted upon it. And then you have the second law, which says the force of an object is equal to its mass. I don't know if I should even be going into this. I'm not a scientist, so I'm not trying to confuse things here, but an object will keep moving in a particular direction. Anything that we set in motion will keep going in that particular direction. If nothing, unless something else obstructs it. And our lives are going to keep going in the same direction that we have set it on until we actually step up to do something. And in this case, it is to do the thing that God has spoken to us to do. I think again of the children of Israel and King Saul, that the Lord had told him to wait for him to come and make a sacrifice. And he waited and felt like, oh no, God is delaying. I'm going to take matters into my own hands. And Samuel comes to him and he tells him, which one do you think is more pleasing to God? Has the Lord as great delights in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Lord? Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to hearken than the fats of rams. I don't know what God has been telling you, but this is what we call the God factor. When we have understood what it is that God is telling us, I mean, my Christian life, I'm beginning to realize that the joy of my Christian life, the joy of me being a believer is that I get to hear God. But not just that I get to hear God, I've learned to tell the Lord, Father, I have no strength in myself to obey. I have no energy to exert on whatever it is you're asking me to do, unless you do it. But that is the beauty of the Christian life for me, is that God makes sure that he gives me that motivating factor, that energy that is required to behave in a particular way, that he doesn't put a carrot before me. He plants a carrot farm for me to go dig, but I have reasons to get up. I have reasons to pursue. I have reasons to desire all that he has for me. What am I saying? That in this process of revealing the sons of God, or of revealing yourself as a son of God, number one, you have to find out, what is it that limits me in my beliefs about myself, in my beliefs about God, in my beliefs about his goodness and the word. But then you also need to be asking yourself, what has he put within me that is an asset? What actions should I be taking? And once I have understanding of what those actions are supposed to be, I need to step up and actually carry out the things that he's asking me to do. It makes no sense for us to know this is the plan of God for us, and then we don't take action in that direction. Purpose plus momentum equals the change that we want to see. Don't let the knowledge that you have received become a judgment to you. Take action. Those action steps may just be little things, like little things here, little things there. But you get up every day and you know, I took one step today towards the fulfillment of my dreams. It could be that I applied to a university to continue my education. It could be that I read the book. I know I'm supposed to read 3 books to do one assignment of 300 pages or 300 words or something. I read 1 book at least today. I got up and I did one thing today. Anyway, may the Lord bless you as you take action in your life regarding the things that He has revealed to you. I hope you did enjoy this video. I hope that it was useful to you. Please share. Please invite a friend to listen. And please comment if there is something that you want to talk about. As we move on, I'm trusting that next week, after obedience, what comes next? Our words. How do we maintain the gift that God has given us? The power of not just the right thinking, but the right words that we speak. And how words have frustrated others in their journey. We'll be looking at that and see how we can prevent the same thing from happening to us. When we have received of the goodness of God, how do we keep it? May the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord cause His face to shine on you. May the Lord be gracious to you. Bye.